go. Oh, he is a spider pig. Spider pig, spider pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig. Spider pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig. Spider pig, spider pig.
Welcome back to another Spider Pig Super Saturday, DBZ Super and everything DBZ related review. Y'all know how we gonna do. We got another video from the big dog Unrelent Gaming. Y'all know he be putting out his weekly posts, keeping it on lock. And for y'all who don't know, I'm glad y'all stopped here to get y'all entertainment because, you know, the way YouTube is set up, they let me know what y'all doing over here. So let's go to the trap house. We're gonna go to the trap house. Show y'all what's trapping at the trap house, right? Spider Pig 192, huh? Seems like we got a couple more new subs. We almost at 200. Shouts out to the 200 though, because you know that is what's up. That is what's up. And I only came here to go here and to my YouTube studios. Cause y'all know with TWP, I show y'all the insides, the outside, the guts, the good and the bad. Shout out to all of that, right? Cause y'all get to learn how to be YouTubers just from following me on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So that's my gift to
Whatever
y'all.
a spider pig does. Can he swing?
God damn, 168 views. See, I be getting hella views
From a web. No, we can't. He's a pig. Look
I
out,
appreciate
he
it
is
though.
a spider pig. Spider pig,
Let me
spider
show y'all
pig.
what this is doing then.
Whatever a
Since I ain't been here, it should be a number 1 out of 10. Shouts out to that. 57 views in the last couple of days. That's
spider pig
crack
does.
lacking.
Can he swing from a web? No, we can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig. Spider pig, spider pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, we can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig. Spider pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, we can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider.
Anyway, shouts out to DJ Tanya for stopping through last week. Y'all know she might have got booted out the chat when she first came in because I was trying to throw her a wrench. But at the same time that the wrench giving was trying to be given out, I was trying to go live on my main channel, but you know how stuff happens. It happens. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the analytics. Y'all know I appreciate y'all watching y'all entertainment content with me, so y'all make sure y'all comment any videos y'all want me to watch with y'all, and we can get it recorded and uploaded and posted together. Other than that, y'all know how it is. Without any further ado, let's get back to the trap.
Wait.
What?
So you're this massively powerful, half-human, half-alien super warrior.
I mean, saying that about myself feels a little conceited, but...
What I'm saying is, you can dodge bullets, much less any attack I throw at you.
Well, yeah, honestly. Why do you ask?
No reason.
See, what she's saying is Gohan knew the assignment, right? Shouts out to young Gohans.
Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the dominoes, and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
But as far as the fair use and the review style channel goes, y'all do know to support the original content creator, because y'all can catch Unrelenting Gaming before he puts this out on his Patreon, like he said. Patreon is that app where if you have your content already made, you post it to Patreon first, so your Patreons get the first access to it. And he has his next video up when he posts the video he posts on YouTube. So if y'all want to get ahead, go hit up his Patreon. If y'all want to support me, hit up my Buy Me a Coffee, which is available in the link. Spider Pig Buy Me a Coffee. I just cashed it out this week, so you know I'm happy about that. You know, Pig been monetized since day one. Day one monetized YouTube channel, no matter how many subs. I appreciate my video sponsors over here. Shouts out to DJ Is, and shouts out to the Superfood Parents, because they the one, if y'all go to my Buy Me a Coffee, you'll see I already made sure since day one this channel was monetized, because they appreciate what I be doing out here.
Well, I can't really say that I didn't see any of this coming, especially the moment Universe 13's God of Destruction had touched down onto Lord Beerus's planet and challenged him to a fight, but now my concern is with Goku and what his decision is going to be moving forward. And unless Goku plans on taking this as seriously as he possibly could, then his chances of advancing onwards into beating Lord Reno are slim to none. And so while we wait for our names to be called into battle, I sure do hope that Goku is taking this time to focus on his training, or he will run the risk of being completely destroyed.
As our story now continues following the events of Goku going out and searching for a second ally and joining Team Universe 7 to battle against Team Universe 13, as with Whis now shown having to address a very concerned Beerus, it was only upon with Whis now being shown doing so where Whis went on to then respond, "Now I know what you might say, Lord Beerus, however I would encourage for you to start training a bit more, especially now that the former gods of destruction and their universes have been restored and brought back into existence following the Tournament of Power, but of course that is your call to make after all, and so I do think that it would be for the better, especially if something were to happen to our fighters if they failed to win against Lord Reno's selected warriors after all," with Beerus then chiming in, "And why exactly is that, Whis? Is it because you don't think that I have what it takes to beat that annoying god of destruction in a one-on-one fight? I'll just say it, Whis, and for the record, in case I want to start training again, then it's not because of those destroyers having to return, but rather because I wanted to, you hear me? And so now let's just wait and see who that Saiyan will choose before we start doing anything around here, Whis. And so until then, we will wait." To which all the while when venturing back on over to Earth, we only from that point then go as far as to see how Goku and Gohan had met up with Dende, as Goku then went on to respond, "Oh, it's so good to see you again, Dende, and I can't thank you enough for letting me and Gohan borrow and use the time chamber for a little while. So I promise that we won't take too long in there," Goku continues. "We just have a few things to touch up on before we head out and battle against Universe 13's warriors, including their god of destruction, and so we aren't going to take long in there, I promise," with Dende responding, "Well, sure thing, Goku, but I hope you know what you're doing, because fighting against another universe's god of destruction, along with two of his top-tier fighters, doesn't sound like it's going to be any fun. But of course, you know that I'm rooting for the two of you, and so you guys can go and use the time chamber for as long as you see fit. Well, even though you only have but a few hours remaining after all, but I hope that you are both able to get the most out of it, with Goku then responding, "Oh, you bet, thank you so much, Dende. And I promise that me and Gohan aren't going to destroy the chamber from the inside, but with the few hours that we do have, we're going to try to make the most of it, so thank you," with Gohan chiming in, "You can count on us, Dende, so don't worry." Oh gosh, can you believe that it's been years since you and I were last seen walking inside of this place to train, Dad? It almost feels like an eternity since the days when you trained me to battle against Cell, and now look at us, with Goku responding, "It sure has, Gohan. It almost feels like it happened yesterday, but either way, I need you at your very best while inside with me and nothing less, especially since it's been a while since you and I actually trained together for something." "Well, whatever you're planning on doing in there, Dad, I'll be ready," Gohan responds. "I may be just a tad bit rusty, but that won't be an issue for much longer," Gohan continues. "And besides, I can't allow for myself to remain in your shadow forever, right, Dad? So maybe this could be the beginning of something special that will come out of our training," Gohan continues. "You always said that if I was given enough time and if I had my head in the game, that I'd probably be the strongest warrior among all of us, right? So maybe this could be the start of something great," Gohan says, with Goku chiming in, "Well, you know I've always encouraged for you to go out there and never stop training, right, Gohan? So I have no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to achieve something special one day, and I can't wait to see it. And let's just hope that those Universe 13 fighters that Lord Reno is going to bring aren't going to be anything like Jiren was when I fought him during the Tournament of Power, or we'll be in big trouble," with Gohan responding, "Well, actually, speaking of, have you and Vegeta ever heard from Jiren ever again since the tournament ended? And I'd assume that he'd want his rematch since I'm sure he's gotten much, much stronger since then, right? Or did it already happen?" with Goku responding, "Actually, come to think of it, we haven't heard from Jiren since, but I'm sure that he's gotten way stronger too, but first let's worry about this new destroyer and then we'll worry about everything else afterwards," to which Dende then went on to chime in, "Well, I hope you guys do all that you can do in here. I set the timer for approximately 6 hours, and so I wish you both well. Oh, and try not to go too hard on Gohan there, Goku. He's still a little fresh after all, but I'll leave you both to it," to which Gohan then surprisingly went on to chime in, "As a matter of fact, I do hope that you go all out against me here, Dad. I didn't come here to be lectured by you," Gohan continues, "and I'm honestly starting to get a little tired here with the way you and Vegeta are starting to look at me, and so if you're going to go all in, then so will I, Dad," with Goku questioning, "Wait, so you don't want us to start from the bottom, but want me to go all out with you?" with Gohan responding, "Dad, I've seen your power reach incredible heights, the likes of which I couldn't even dream of. And because of how far you've pushed yourself into becoming who you are today, then I too want to push myself beyond anything that I could have ever have imagined too," Gohan says. "So please use your absolute strongest levels of power against me. And I don't want to just follow in your footsteps, Dad. I want to be able to walk beside you and Vegeta as an equal one day, and I want to get there by carving my own path in life to do it. So please use everything you've got, just like when you did when you trained me when I was a little boy to fight Perfect Cell," Gohan continues. "Our battles have shaped me into who I am today, and so let's make this training session the most memorable one yet, and that's by using your full power against me while I use my full power against you. So what do you say? You ready?" "Oh man, you're actually very serious, aren't you, Gohan? I haven't seen you this fired up in a very long time, but you do have a point, because I'm not here to lecture you or to put you down in any kind of way, but you do make a very strong point, and so now come on then and show me what you're all about, Gohan. And I always knew that if you put your mind into your training that nobody would ever come close in touching you. Me and Vegeta never looked down on you as being someone who could never reach our godly levels of power, but if there's one thing that I will say, it's that whenever you are at your most serious is when you are at your most dangerous, Gohan. So let's have at it and get started," to which as Gohan and Goku are now shown dashing towards each other, it was only just before the two were then shown having to clash where Gohan then went on to respond, "You always said that a warrior's greatest obstacle was going to be himself, but since you're standing in the way of me getting to where I'd like to be, then it's time for me to move move you out of my way, Dad. To where within that very moment, as Gohan was shown having to throw a punch, with Goku being shown having to duck on under before blocking off Gohan's kick, was when Goku went on to respond, well, that's fine by me if you think that you can move me, Gohan. And if you think you're ready to take me on at my best, then I want you to prove it to me. With Gohan then responding, also, is that how you truly feel? You don't think that I truly can? Well, you should know better than anyone to never underestimate my potential or back me into a corner, Dad. In which, from out of nowhere, the moment Gohan was then shown having to uppercut Goku in the stomach was when Gohan then went on to continue, and you should also remember that if anyone knows you and knows how you are and when you're taking things seriously, then you should look no further than your own son. And so if we're going to fight these guys, then I'll need you to come at me with everything you have, just like I asked for you to do, Dad. If anything less, then you'd only be wasting my time in here, Gohan continues. So you're all out of options but to come at me with everything you've got. To which Goku then went on to say to himself, oh darn, I didn't think that Gohan would have taken this as seriously as he's putting out right now. Oh, and if I'm not careful, then he'll send me crashing through the chamber door. Well, I guess I'm left with no other choice, especially if this is how Gohan plans to train with me in here. To which, as Goku is now shown having to land back on his feet, it had only now become painfully clear that indeed Gohan had meant business, as Goku then went on to continue, oh, I gotta make sure that I don't break through the door, and there we go. Phew, oh, that was close. With Gohan then responding, so do I have your attention now or what, Dad? The last time you and I trained like this was before the Tournament of Power started, when I fought your Super Saiyan Blue form. And believe it or not, since that time, I've managed to strengthen my Ultimate form and reaching new heights with its power, Gohan continues. And if I'll need to force you into using Ultra Instinct against me, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. With Goku responding, how can I forget? You're actually a lot stronger than I thought you'd be, Gohan. And I can also now see that Universe 13 is going to have a much tougher fight on their hands than they realize, especially if that's how you're going into this. But what makes you think that I'll need to use my Ultra Instinct against you to win, Goku questions. I think Super Saiyan Blue ought to be enough to get the job done here, as an agitated Gohan went on to respond, what did you just say? Fine, then so be it. If that's how you want to play, then I'll just have to beat you down into forcing you to use your Ultra Instinct against me, Gohan then went on to power up by shouting, it's all or nothing and I'm not backing down, Dad. So if you don't think that you'll need to draw that power out against me, then I'll just have to force your hand to do it. Wow, how amazing, Goku went on to chime back in. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't impressed by what I see, Gohan. Now, our battles with Moro and his gang of thugs, along with that OG-73 android you fought, had really given you a massive boost, didn't it? It did, but I'm not going to ask you again, Gohan responds. And so if you expect for us to win against Universe 13, then I want you to hit me with your best so that way I can continue to evolve. To which, as Goku is now shown going back into blue, it had only now seemed as though Goku was very hesitant in using Ultra Instinct against Gohan, as Goku then went on to respond, fine by me then, Gohan, but if you're looking for me to use Ultra Instinct against you, then why don't you make me use it then? Come at me. To which, as Gohan was now shown doing, was when Goku then went on to say to himself, amazing, Gohan's gotten so strong since the last time I've trained with him that the difference in his power compared to before is like night and day. Oh, and so I've got to watch the way I move around him because he's fast. To which, seconds later, with Gohan being shown having to miss one of his punches, with Goku being shown getting behind Gohan, was when Goku then went on to continue, and I would never doubt your ability in any battle that you'd ever find yourself in, Gohan, but I'm not one who's just going to give you my all without making you work for it first. And so if you say that you want to evolve your power in ways that are different than me and Vegeta, then you better start trying to do it fast, because if you fall short, even if it's for a second, in becoming the strongest that you can possibly be, then how will you protect your family if you fail to reach that point, Gohan? And so if we're going to battle Universe 13's God of Destruction and his fighters, but then it was only shockingly enough before Goku could even go as far as to finish his sentence, where Gohan was shown having to grab onto Goku's Goku's arm by then responding, "No, Dad, that's where you're wrong, because I would never allow for anything to ever happen to my family no matter what. And so how else do you expect for me to get stronger if you're going to continue to hold back like this?" Gohan then went on to question. "Oh, get it together, Dad. I told you that I'm a lot stronger than how you remembered me being, and I also said that you'll need more than just Super Saiyan Blue if you want me to do this. And so we're not doing this so we can enter into this event and lose," Gohan then went on to continue. "And if you want me at my best out there, then give me your best, Dad. Now this is going to be the last time that I tell you, and I won't ask you again. Either draw forth your strongest level of power, or I'm going to beat you into the ground. And so it's now or never. Now show me your Ultra Instinct," as Goku then went on to say to himself, "Fine, so be it, Gohan. I hope you're ready," to which upon Gohan now being shown missing one of his strikes was when Gohan then went on to shout, "You aren't going anywhere, cause now I've got you. You aren't going to win." What? Oh, what just happened? He just completely disappeared, but that couldn't have been Dad's instant transmission technique because I didn't even see his body move. Oh, but where is he and what is he planning? But then it was only just as Gohan was now shown having to see a bright light having to emanate from the distance where Gohan then went on to continue, "And what's that over there? A surge of light? And if that's what I think it is, then it looks like Dad's finally looking to go all out against me by using his Ultra Instincts." To which all the while in the meantime, when then venturing on over into Universe 13 and taking a look at seeing what God of Destruction Reno was up to, it was only just as an annoyed Reno was waiting for this event to actually begin was when Reno then went on to respond, "So I take it that you've informed our two mortal warriors of the coming event that will be taking place tomorrow, Pinota. And I trust that they are doing what they must in order to prepare for tomorrow's event. So are we all ready to go or not?" With Angel Pinota responding, "Indeed they have, and they are as a matter of fact, Lord Reno. And with the way we've seen you demonstrate a small portion of your power against Universe 7's Goku, I don't think there is much for you to worry about. You of course did see how Lord Beerus had looked at you the moment we've arrived, didn't you? He's clearly afraid, my lord, and with our two warriors training to prepare to fight in your honor, Beerus's team doesn't have a chance." With Reno responding, "Excellent. Then Beerus and his disgraceful universe of degenerates are doomed, especially if we are both given the permission that we need to fight against one another. I've longed to settle the score with that lousy, no-good destroyer. Beerus always had an ego about him that I never truly liked about him, as he always thought that he was the best among our kind until I had proven him wrong in battle."